Okay, I wanted to do an update on my vanilla cuttings that I put on these sphagnum moss filled tubes in hopes of getting them to grow better and keep the humidity up. And when they were inside, when I started this back, say in the middle of March, I had them like in a vase. Right now I'm just spraying them down with the hose every day to keep them nice and moist, and the sphagnum moss is moist-ish. I didn't water yet today, but it rained all yesterday afternoon, and you can see that this tube method is not doing well compared to how I normally grow it, or I used to grow it in a basket of sphagnum moss. So here is a vanilla right here that I have in a basket of sphagnum moss, and it's actually in a new basket because the old one got knocked over during the storm, and then basically it's shattered. So here is it. So you can see it has like new growth, and it has yellowish roots, which are good roots. You can see it has new little roots coming out right here. And this is actually vanilla odorata, not planifolia. This right here is planifolia. And you can see that the leaves on it, on this cutting, are turning yellow. They're also very shrivelly, as you can see right there. And I think I'm probably going to have to take it off of this and bury it in sphagnum moss or something. And you can see like the roots are sort of dry, and there's of course no new growth coming out of it. The piece that I did that didn't have any leaves, it was just vine. I was trying to see if I could root some vine, is doing even worse. It's done like nothing. So I think this was a total failure in experimentation. All right, this right here hanging underneath the linden, this is my neighbor's linden, is the vanilla planifolia that I took that cutting off of. And so you can see that it's got new growth here, and it's got old roots, but it's got new roots. You can see right here, these new roots right there. And it's got new fresh sphagnum moss in it, and so it's doing great. So this seems to be the best way for me to grow. I was just trying to find a better way to grow my vanilla that would let it sort of twine up in a vine, because right here what I end up with is this sort of hanging basket effect, and it grows out, and then the roots get really long, and then they die. And I wanted some way to have sort of an ability for the roots to be in contact with more moisture. And I thought, okay, I'll try the tube effect, but as you can see, after about 3 months, the tubes are really not working, even though the moss in both containers is about the same level of moisture all the time. So there we go. I can say that sphagnum moss tubes really did not work for me for growing vanilla.